Here's an easy process that I follow for any ads that I'm writing across any advertising channel. So you can use this for any platform: Google, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, whatever. And it just involves 4 simple steps. So number 1, brainstorm. Then number 2, edit ruthlessly. Number 3, run tests. And then 4, brainstorm completely new ideas. So let's get into each step. So first of all, brainstorming. You should have already defined the value propositions for the business that you're working with. So these are the high-level benefits that your business offers. So for example, some of Digital Mum's value propositions are flexible work, work from home, work for yourself, become a freelancer, spend more time with your children, learn a new skill. Those are all slightly different value propositions around Digital Mum's core products. So once you have that list of value propositions, you're going to go get a spreadsheet out and come up with 3 to 5 copy ideas for each. So if you have 3 value propositions, you're going to do about 5 to 10 copy ideas for each. So you just want to get a big list of them. And in the course, I walk you through exactly how to do this and give you a spreadsheet template. So once you kind of have that spreadsheet ready, you're going to look at competitors or bigger brands to get a sense of how they're writing things on your ad platform, in this case, Google Ads. So really use them as inspiration for how you might want to write yours. You might even want to copy and paste a few above that you can put into your spreadsheet that you particularly like to help you, to just give you a sense of how they're writing them so you can start using them to craft your own. So don't obsess too much about getting these right. 60% right is good enough. You just need a big list. So once you've done your brainstorming and you've got your big list, you're going to come to the second step, which is to edit ruthlessly. Your ads need to be really compelling and succinct in every platform. Again, this is not specific to Google Ads. You really need to focus on cutting out any fluff and honing them down. Really err on the side of brutal simplicity. Make sure that somebody coming to this ad copy completely fresh would be able to understand it the very first time they read it. You might want to get a partner or a friend to look over these to check. If they don't understand them, then you need to rewrite them. So as a marketer, words are your greatest weapon in general. And with Google Ads, you have a very limited amount of them. So you need to make sure that every single one counts. The success of your ads really depends on this stage, so do take time. This might take a few hours, but that's fine, it's time well spent. So then, number 3, you need to run the ads. So this is the simple part. You need to run the ads with the best copy variations that you've decided are worth testing first. So as before, you can get somebody to look over these if you're not sure and help you decide which ones are the best. So Google has a really great feature which allows you to test various ads really easily. That's great because it does all of that hard work for you. You've already done your hard bit in coming up with a list, editing them, and then choosing your best ones, and then Google actually puts them out there for you. So now you just have to sit back and let Google do its thing. And once you've run the ads for a certain amount of time and you looked at how they've performed, you need to just pause those that aren't performing well. And now you have your ones that are succeeding the best. And now is the really, really important step of the process. It's this step that is going to drive great results over the long term. So you've got your best performing variations of the original ideas and copy variations you had. And now you have to brainstorm completely different ideas. So use those best performing ads and test extremely different copy variations. The reasoning behind this is that if your ideas are too similar, they're going to perform similarly. So if you just change out one word or a small sentence and keep the rest, it's too similar for people to really meaningfully make a difference. So it's going to take forever for people to actually show that there's any difference in the way they're performing, and actually they're probably going to perform really similarly. This is where a lot of people go really wrong. The secret about ads is that you don't know what's going to work best, and the more different your ads, the more significant the difference in the way they perform. And sometimes things that you thought this will never work are going to work really well. So that's how you get really great results over the long term. You prioritize different ad copy ideas and then you test them against your best performing variations. Again, your best performing ones might work best, and that's fine. You just got to keep rinsing and repeating. And once you've brainstormed a bunch more, you are then going to use those to try and beat your best performing ads. And the way you do that is with really big copy changes. And then there's one final tip for Google Ads specifically. So you need to place the keyword that is describing your product at the beginning of your copy. So most internet users are not reading everything they're seeing, they're skimming, and that's including your ads, or even more so your ads, because people kind of tend to switch off when they see an ad. So if you include the keyword, i.e. the thing that people are searching, in the first few words of the ad, people skimming will identify your ad as being relevant. So if they looked up women's shoes and they immediately see women's shoes, that's going to show that the ad is relevant for them. So that's just a general rule that you should follow, and otherwise follow that 4-step process of brainstorming, ruthlessly editing, then testing your kind of best chosen variations, and then brainstorming completely different ideas. And that is a formula you can use across any advertising channel, and that's what's going to drive results over the long term.